real quick, this is really a bad idea, but if you ever want to just get stoned for free and kill some brain cells, which is what I'm about to do right now, so I can just zen into the moment, you just go, then you just pretend you got a lighter right here, pretend this is a little bowl, be like, so, I'm about to tell you a crazy weed trip. Now, just to let y'all know, I know you can't trip on weed unless there's PCP or some other crazy drug laced in it. However, the first time I smoked weed, it felt like I was tripping balls. Now, real quick disclaimer, I am not supporting drugs, so don't concerned parents be like, oh my god, you're so fucked up, you made my kid do drugs. Look, if you actually are about to listen to my stories, then you will realize that fucking serious shit happens when you do drugs. Okay, so I'm really not condoning the shit, I'm just telling you my experience, okay? Okay, now concerned parents, get the fuck off this video. Also cops, get the fuck off this video. Also my parents, who I don't know why you're watching this video, get the fuck off. Any potential employer that might want to hire my ass, get the fuck off, because this video will ruin that potential job, so get the fuck off this video. What we're on today is the first time I smoked weed. Just like the first time I had sex, it was not the best experience. I was with people that were very fucking shitty. Now, because the last time I made this video, one of the people got really upset with me bringing out their name, I'm gonna sort of change their names around a little bit, alright? In middle school, I was at this like performing arts bullshit type of school. Now it's bullshit because it's really only for fucking music and theater. If you're interested in films like me, oh no, there's no good classes. The only almost okay class either talks about films and gives you fucking bullshit tests on them, or is run by a fucking slacking stoner teacher who does not do anything film related other than messing with other classes and playing stupid acting games, which are awesome, don't get me wrong, but I'm not trying to play acting games when I'm trying to learn how to film, okay? No, I'm not about to deal with that shit. So, I'm with these two kids. One of them is kind of the class clown, so to speak, and let's just say his name's Jake, alright? Class clown, kind of a moocher at that point. I would always buy him stuff, you know, that's kind of how it went. Motherfucker, what the fuck are you calling me while I make a video? Fuck this person. Pretend I'm not mad. Hello?
Or 5.2 million drug and alcohol related emergencies.
They really calling me about drugs?
Resulting in over 100,000
while I'm making a video?
Per year. If
really?
you or a loved one...
Really? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, now I'm back to being angry. Fake weed. Are you fucking calling me again? I don't want to fucking hear about this shit.
Thank you.
They called back to thank me for listening when I didn't listen because I hung up on them. What the fuck, machines? Don't call me about this shit. No, Jay Bridger don't want to hear about this shit. Fuck off, phone. You got the moocher Jake, right? And then you got kind of this, the middle school sort of bully. And he's sort of a bully because he's sort of funny and people sort of like him, but he sort of hurts people. You're like, one time, he just randomly kicked Jake in the balls, right? And then Jake's like, oh. Now, because I have social issues with interacting with other people, at that time, I'm like, wow, I want to be in this group of people. So I didn't know how to, like, get in. So my logic of how I'm going to get into chilling with these people is by kicking them in the nuts. So I kicked Harris, which is the guy's name at this point, you know. I kicked Harris in the balls. Unfortunately, I kicked him much harder than I kicked Jake, and he was down on the ground. And it's funny because the teachers and kids laughed at him. So that lets you know how they felt about the sort of bully kid in school. Alright, so it is Jake's birthday. He's 14. Oh my god, yeah. Happy birthday, you fucking conniving asshole, right? So he's 14. I was invited. Harris, Jake, the three of us. Actually, there was this other kid, his name's Bill. We're all about to smoke weed, and he wasn't, so he left much early on. So it's nighttime. We got presents, right? My present was the brand new Grand Theft Auto 4 game, because that's what was out at that time. Harris gave him a memory stick. He also bought, at middle school time, $40 of weed, which I guess now present time is really 20 since everyone rips off middle schoolers. But at that time, that was a nice amount of weed, okay? A nice amount of weed. We were gonna smoke after we watched this one film, Beer Fest. So the whole time I'm watching people drinking beer at way high amounts, I was just thinking about, man, I wanna smoke weed. Man, I wanna see what that's like. I was really too occupied on thinking about weed that I couldn't really fully keep myself in the film, because I was just like, can we wrap this up so we can get high so I can see what it's all about? Now, some people, the first time they smoke weed, they don't get high. But like I said at the beginning of this long ass video, when I first smoked weed, I was gone, tripping ball sag in the so to speak way. Jake, Harris, and I about to get super baked. And now here's what happens, you know, because I never realized how you smoke weed. So we went out the window. Had like a fan on. It was pretty stupid because the fan's just blowing all the smoke back into the room. So really, we're not helping the situation. We're just escalating the smoke and making it more obvious that we're getting high. Now, he has a little bowl. Forgot if it's Harris's or Jake's. Pretend I didn't say Jacob because that's the guy's real name. I hit it. Went around a few times. I'm like, yo, I don't feel anything. Kept going, don't feel. Like a fucking train hit me. Whoa, I'm just baked out of my mind. It's going, whoa, whoa. And now it was crazy because I was tripping out, right? And I will never forget this hallway, because the hallway was just like moving, like before Inception came out, I felt like I was in Inception. That's how crazy this moment was. And I just really felt like I was in this lucid dream that I could just see everything, and it was crazy because when I was high I didn't even think it was real life. I was like, is this real life? And I wasn't like that because I was mentally like that. So I was like, whoa, tripping crazy. I was falling everywhere. I'm being obnoxiously loud, but it's funny. I'm funny obnoxious because I'm stoned, and it's just crazy because I just remember the feeling. I was just moving through the house, just all going. It's like, whoa, super slow. It's like, whoa. And then we got to the kitchen. Mega munchies. I never understood the munchies until that moment. We went to the kitchen. They went to get ice cream. And now what did I go for? Not ice cream. I went for shrimp. Weird, I know, but we just had Asian food. And even though it wasn't my shrimp, I felt entitled because I was so stoned that I forgot it wasn't my shrimp. So instead of being a considerate person and just putting some of the shrimp into a bowl, I just reached hand in and went, oh. And then I offered it to the other guys, forgetting again that it was Harris's, you know? And he's like, nah, I don't want that. So I continued eating it. They brought in ice cream. And now Jake had an older brother. And we went to his room. And the older brother obviously does a lot more drugs, but he's not there right now. So we went to his room, because there's multiple beds in his room. So we just started munchifying and getting higher in his room. We were just smoking and chilling. And then one of us, I don't think it was me, because I was too high to think, had the idea to look at porn. Because what else do you do when you're 14? Let me just explain. Jake lived in an area that the internet was so shitty you couldn't watch videos. So by porn, I mean Google images. At that time, Lindsay Lohan was attractive, right? I was 14, she was hot, you know? And I forgot what they Googled, but I'm like, Lindsay Lohan nude, you know? Because that's just what you do. Just type in anybody and then go nude. And hopefully you don't get fucking Photoshop images. Now that I think about it, you know what? It's Photoshop. Bullshit. I didn't believe in Photoshop when I was 14. I saw her vagina, and rather than going, I got a fap, I was like, oh my god, I'm so hungry. I went to the computer, and I'm like, now again, it was really weird, and it's very antisocial to lick a computer when two other dudes are trying to like enjoy themselves, because I think they were fapping. And I wanted to like not be around them while they're trying to masturbate, because it's just getting me hungry. Not the masturbating, that's weird. That's a sign that you like dicks. Lindsay Lohan's nude vagina was getting me hungry. Like, the picture had nice boobs. Clearly it was photoshopped. I'm really understanding that now. The photoshopped woman's down part area was just, oh my god, it really made me want to feast more. So, ice cream time. So then we got the whole tub of ice cream. Now they had a scoop each, and then, okay, I'm sorry, but I was so stoned that I really became self-centered, and I had a spoon that somehow just took the whole ice cream. Like, it just took it. It took it. Not one scoop, like, took the whole ice cream. It's just like, took. We ate, and there's a mess coming down on the ground. And instead of cleaning it up, we just decided to go outside. I believe that was Jake's idea. So I was like, let's go outside. And that's when it hit me. It's like, whoa, I'm even higher than I imagined. And I started saying all this philosopher stuff that I don't remember at this time, but I remember some of it had to do with the stars. And then I did say one thing, which is probably inappropriate. I'm like, yo, Harris, you know, no one likes you in school, but they just pretend to. Which is why after I said that, they stopped passing the bowl to me as much. It went Jake Harris, Jake Harris, Jake Harris, J Bear, which is an unfair way to rotate the bowl of weed. But that is why you gotta think before you speak. Then we go back inside after we smoke all the weed, or like most of the weed. So we're all like super gone because we're 14. Our brains are not even fully there. We go back inside. And now I'm even more loud. Unnecessarily, because I have a loud voice, but I'm talking very loud, and the fucking parents live right upstairs. And now again, they're super potheads, but I don't think they want their 14-year-old son to smoke. Later I found out they told the kid to wait till he was 16. Anyway, so we're like, oh, crazy. And then like there's this like keyboard chilling right there, and I accidentally go up to it and like bump it and just it goes full volume and plays like La Vida Loca or some song that's really popular at that time. That was a beat, but it was so loud and everyone's laughing. We're like, turn it off, turn it off. But it took literally 10 to 15 minutes before we actually had the capabilities to turn it off. So we're baked. And then they're like, yo, J-Bar, you gotta clean up the mess because there was mad ice cream on the floor. So what was I gonna do? I just took my shirt off and started wiping it. And then now, here's where I got a little weird. I'm gonna be honest, I'm weird, and this makes me a little uncomfortable what I did next. So we're all about to go to sleep. It's like 12, 1, 2, and maybe 3. And at 3 o'clock in the morning for 14-year-olds, that's way past our bedtime. So we had a little more philosophy talk. They clearly were getting annoyed by me, but you know what? Most people get annoyed by me if they spend too much time with me. So fuck it. I don't know why I did this, and this is really weird, and I'm gonna be embarrassed to say this, but I tried to like, not in a weird way, but like join them in their bed. You know, it's like, alright, one of them had the top bunk, the other one had the bottom bunk, and then there was an island way down there, which is where I was supposed to sleep. But at that time I was so high, and I just didn't know what to do, and I'm like, I'm just kind of like falling into their bed. So I'm kind of just like in their space a little bit, because I'm like trying to talk to them. I don't think I was trying to sleep in their bed. I think I was more just trying to talk to them, because I wasn't quite ready to go to sleep, and they wanted to just keep going to sleep. So they kept kind of like pushing me out of the way. They're like, nah, J-Bear, nah. Finally, I went to sleep. I'm in my own bed, okay? In my own bed. Everything's cool. Except the next morning, the older brother came back and like, what the fuck? There's ice cream, porn, everything's just crazy, you know? And it's just, I don't think he really liked it. So, that was the first time I got high. Leave a comment about your craziest first time and how it affected you, alright? Sounds good. And then in the next like week or so, yeah, next week, let's make it regular. I'll tell you another crazy story. Sounds good? Sounds good. Go peace yourself.
Check out my beat, man. Yeah, I made that. I'm a long way from messing with the Nate trap. Where them lanes at? I'm getting paid back, riding on the